Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and today we're going to play with this pattern here. This pattern is 6362 on friendshipbracelets.net, and basically I downloaded it because you can do that on that website. You can just right click and choose save, and you get this little picture of what the pattern should look like, as well as like the pathway or whatever, which I often find like a lot of these arrows don't really make sense. Like, you know, I mean, maybe this one works, I don't know. I don't use them though personally, but I will use this. All right, so now I want to rotate counterclockwise, right, because I want it to go upwards. And now I want to enlarge it a bit. That's fine. Scale it and then slide it off to the side. All right, so the colors I have for this are basically, it's very earth tones, browns, and there's like 2 different groups of 4, right? So this is 8 colors, but I got 2 different groups of 4. So what I'm thinking about doing here is, let's grab a red. We'll start in the middle here. Let's I want it to be like half the size of this, and I'm not sure. There's 1, 2, 3. I don't want to go too far around it. Let's go with an orange now. There we go. Okay, so when the orange gets to a point, or when this gets to a point, right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It's up here, here, and here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3? Yeah. So we got like a red, we got an orange. Let's do a yellow. A lot of zigzags in this. I thought this would be interesting considering the elongated ones that we did before. I thought it would be kind of like in a similar family. But now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, I'm not really sure how close to this, the other things it'll be. So red, orange, yellow, and then we'll go with a green. I guess I can just swipe a green from over here. Right, I guess that makes sense. Right, then 1, 2, 3. And that's how far that goes. Okay. So now the next sets of color will go in. So, like I said, I have like 2 definitely distinctly different sets of colors. I don't know how this is going to work. Let's pick a color. There we go. Now we're kind of getting into the browns. I really don't need to do this whole other side, so but there's one. Now from this, let's go down to a lighter shade. Is that good? A little bit weird how this pattern goes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now a shade lighter. I like the overall idea of this pattern. I'm not sure how much I actually like the pattern itself. 1, 2, 3. It's a little too zigzaggy for my liking. I don't know how else to describe that. A shade that's lighter still. And you can kind of see why I tend to stay away from fades. Like, they get awfully close here. Kind of makes it hard to tell where the colors are going, but there we go. Alright, so now to fill this in, I am going to just start with the easiest stuff and then take it from there, see how it goes. I suspect the red will be the color out here, but I'm not 100% on that. I suspect that comes out that way. And then the second brown. So, yeah, this is definitely not my usual forte at all. So the next brown, I guess we can see that it goes underneath these. That was easy enough. It's like there was no other path for it, so I don't think we'll get that lucky. Yeah, the next one is going to show up out here. I have a feeling this is going to be a pattern that I'm going to be seriously having to look with every move that I do to make sure I'm not making mistakes. This is definitely a lot more difficult. Alright, so the last brown, kind of know it comes to here. This green's moving, so it'll be out here. I think making it flip in the middle is going to make it actually more interesting than what the pattern on its own would have been. Just because it's sort of just an arrowhead otherwise, but we flip it in the middle. It should look pretty cool. All right, we'll wait on that until we get whichever color is going to come through that way. The next color is green. Let's see how far this will go up here. You can see like there's just a path where it kind of has to go. Like this. Hang on, I missed a brown one there. Let me grab the green again. And then the green will come out there. Cool. And again, because we're like making all of these colors filled in, and you can see like, you know, following the path that the color itself took, it just makes it real easy to see with the colors that are left, like where their path really goes. There we go. So now we can do the yellow. So, you know, it has to go underneath the screen, and then it's going to bounce around between the brown and the green. And it comes out some, and then it bounces around between these two browns. And it comes out up here. Does that mean we know where these go now? Yeah, I guess it does. Let's do this orange. Yeah, now we're getting down to like the last of them, so it's getting easier to see where the path it is. Yep. It's like, what is the other color that's over here? And then I see up here, it's this, it's our lightest brown. Yep, and it is the red up here. Almost through the whole thing. And you can see how I've just basically taken a pattern that I've seen. If this had been like, you know, an already made bracelet or whatever, that would be kind of the same stuff. And I've shown you how we managed to work it all out by following the paths. There's the lightest one. And next is this orange that comes through along the edge. Like that. Next is this yellow. Whoops. The green. And then the dark one. Oh, I missed one of the I missed one of the strings. Like, why is there blue over here? Ah, because I didn't fill it in with the red. All right, that's that whole top right corner. We can hide our example. And now we can take the select tool and just grab this using the guidelines to make it easy. Control C, Control V, and flip it on the line there. Oops, layer. Anchor the floating layer and merge it down. Then we take the top half, again, copy and paste, just Control C, Control V, use our flip tool, flip it there, back to layer, anchor it, merge it down, and there is our bracelet. So I know we have like the colors red, orange, yellow, green. Those are going to be the more reddish tones of the brown, and then the other brown will be the other ones outside of it. So it should be a pretty cool contrast. Should make a great bracelet. Tune in tomorrow, I guess, to see what it actually looks like. Before I go, quick thanks to my YouTube members who make all this possible. We're in a new year, guys. I would really love to see this year be the year we just really take off and do lots of videos and get a lot of people on board with making patterns. And the best way to support the channel, of course, is to become a member. It helps to finance all the string and the other stuff that goes into making this. So that would be awesome if you would consider. If you haven't already, hit the like button, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.